Welcome to the Jasmine and Jay Show. I'm Jasmine, y'all. 24 years young, a blend of Black and Hispanic vibes, rocking it as a primary school teacher in NYC. Married to the one and only Thomas, who's slaying it in finance at 26. And yo, make some noise for Jay. Hey, I'm Jay. 24, proud of my African descent, saving lives as a registered nurse in the city that never sleeps. My partner in crime, Bobby, 27, bringing the heat in the finance world. We're about to drop all the gems on love, relationships, finance, and everything else you could dream of. Get ready for those weekly vibes that'll have you coming back for more. So, whether you're chilling or on the go, we look forward to you tuning in every week for all things love, relationship, finance, and everything in between. So, what was Season 1 going to be about? Oh, Season 1 for the next 4 weeks is going to be about balancing career and family life as young married women without children. Hey Jay, what kind of steps did you and Bobby take to align your career goals before or early in your marriage? To be honest, we were all about communication and clarity right from the start. We sat down and had those deep conversations, where we laid out our career aspirations, what we wanted out of life, and how we planned to weave our paths together. We set short-term and long-term goals and checked in with each other regularly. It was like creating a roadmap with plenty of room for flexibility because, let's face it, things can change. But having that clarity really helped us stay in step as a team. How about you, Jasmine? What steps did you and Thomas take to get on the same page with your career goals? Oh, I feel you on the communication front. Thomas and I really took time to understand each other's career landscapes and how they would fit into our lives. We established what we each needed to feel fulfilled, both personally and professionally. Honestly, a big part of it was also setting boundaries. We made sure our professional commitments didn't overshadow our time and energy for each other. We're all about maintaining that balance and supporting one another in pursuing our dreams while growing together as a couple. Regular check-ins are key for us too, to see where we are and if we need to make adjustments. It's an ongoing process, but it's definitely worth it. You know what I mean. It's about understanding, support, and mutual growth in both careers and marriage. Ain't it the truth? So Jasmine, how do you handle those situations where your career aspirations or schedules clash with Thomas's priorities? It's bound to happen at some point, right? When our schedules or goals clash, Thomas and I make it a point to serve transparency on a silver platter. We talk it out, really get into it to understand each other's perspectives and what's at stake. It's all about finding the compromises that work for both of us and aligning closely on our priorities. Sometimes we get creative with our scheduling to make sure neither of us feels left out or like we're sacrificing too much. How about you and Bobby? There must be times when your responsibilities clash, right? Oh, absolutely. Man, those moments are challenging, but we tackle them head on. We look at what's non-negotiable and where there's room to bend. We've learned to prioritize based on immediate needs and the bigger picture. It helps to focus on what brings mutual growth and happiness while keeping our lines of communication wide open. Trust is massive here, knowing that even if there's a clash, we're both rooting for each other's success equally. When it comes to making sure our career paths complement instead of compete, communication is like that anchor that keeps everything steady. What do you think, Jay? Oh, communication is totally the lifeline. I mean, without it, there's just a whole lot of guessing and assumptions. Bobby and I make sure to lay everything out, our aspirations, worries, and what we hope for the future. Solid communication is what convinces us that we're in it together, not against each other. How about you and Thomas? How's communication playing its role in your marriage? We're all about that proactive communication vibe. We don't wait for things to get crunchy. We talk about our plans and dreams regularly. We try to be clear about our expectations and set realistic goals. It's this ongoing conversation that keeps us in sync. Oh, and it helps us find those moments where our paths cross beautifully rather than clash. We're in constant check-in mode. How do you ensure that you're both heard and understood in your conversations with Bobby? We've got this routine, kind of like speaking the same language. It's not just about talking, but actively listening. We swap stories about our workdays, our wins, and even our stumbles. It creates this cushion of empathy and understanding that makes maneuvering through challenges smoother. What about prioritizing when you both have important deadlines or events? How does communication come into play? It's huge. We prioritize by discussing our must-haves and where we can budge. We lay our cards on the table and look at schedules together. It's like a mini strategy meeting to make sure we're both feeling supported. If something's crucial for one of us, the other steps up with ease. And yeah, we do this without, feeling overshadowed or overshadowing each other. How do you handle prioritizing within your relationship dynamics? We pretty much echo that same sentiment. It comes down to supporting each other's personal and professional growth without compromising our bond. We treat our relationship like our prized project, where communication is the tool that ensures we're always aligned, strengthening that partnership. Gotta move different when you want different. It's our mantra, holding us to communicate openly and truthfully. What's your secret to keeping your communication game strong in your marriage and career? Honestly, just nurturing the trust and respect we have for each other. We're intentional about our conversations and ensure they're filled with empathy and honesty. It's like building a legacy together where communication is the cornerstone. How has open dialogue shaped you and Bobby as a power duo in life and career? Oh, it's been transformative. It's how we continually grow and redefine what success means for us, combined as partners and individuals. Open dialogue keeps us evolving instead of being stagnant. It's like, I want to be successful. I want to show what is set for us. Where communication molds the path we walk consistently and meaningfully. You know, finding that right balance between personal ambitions and shared goals in marriage is like an art form. What's your take on that, Jay? It's definitely a delicate dance, no doubt. Personally, it's about recognizing that our individual dreams are part of that broader vision we've crafted together. Bobby and I, we're very intentional about celebrating each other's successes and seeing them as fuel for our collective journey. It's all about harmonizing rather than compromising. What about you? How do you navigate your ambitions alongside the mutual goals you share with Thomas? We really focus on understanding each other's drives and how they fit into our life goals. Having clarity in our shared objectives lets us map out how our personal aspirations can align with where we're heading together. It's supporting, not overshadowing. Have you found any challenges in balancing your personal ambitions with your marriage goals? Challenges? Oh, definitely. I mean, we're each driven in our own rights, and sometimes ambition can unintentionally compete for our time or attention. But we try to proactively talk and reassess priorities as a team. It's about evolving the goals as we grow. For you and Thomas, what helps you reconcile between personal drives and shared paths in marriage? Well, patience and flexibility are biggies for us. Life is unpredictable, so we're comfortable pivoting when necessary. Our mantra is about being adaptable while ensuring both our dreams are nurtured. It's like creating a win-win situation where each of us shines in what we're passionate about, but never at the expense of our union. How do you find fulfillment in both areas? We focus on making sure our time isn't just divided but integrated. It might mean supporting each other in practical ways, like relieving stress by sharing responsibilities or ensuring quality time together. It's thinking of personal wins as family wins too. Has this shared vision changed for you over time, or do you find it remains constant? It evolves. We learn to acknowledge the fluidity in our pursuits and adapt to new challenges or opportunities. It's this steady yet flexible approach that keeps momentum without losing sight of what truly matters. Do you find that evolution plays a big role for you guys too? Harmony is a mix of foresight and appreciation for present moments. Absolutely. It's all about, understanding that both personal and shared goals are like parallel tracks on a path where growth and change spur us forward together. We believe in this synergy, entwining our ambitions and goals, so the journey isn't just about the destination, but the joy in riding together. What harmony looks like for you and Thomas. We strive to make decisions, keeping future aspirations and current joys in balance. It's like pieces of a puzzle, creating a beautiful picture of our life together. Anything else you want to explore? Whatever you do, make sure it's for you. That balance and mutual support play out like a melody we compose together, constantly evolving and defining what success means for us. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jasmine and Jay Show. We really, really hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment or question. We're all ears. See you next week for more vibes and good times. Keep shining bright.